Ultimately, all of humanity is in this process. We're all developing toward a final spiritual goal. In the wisdom of Kabbalah, we're talking about a method leading to a goal, and that it's a process of transformation to that goal. And ultimately, before getting really deeply into it, ultimately all of humanity is in this process. We're all developing toward a final spiritual goal. The purpose of the wisdom of Kabbalah, which is acquiring equivalence of form or balance with the Creator, or in other words, balance with nature. Creator and nature are synonymous in the wisdom of Kabbalah because they're both describing the source attribute of nature, which is the quality of bestowal, love, which aims to perfectly connect everything on the still, vegetative, animate, and human levels. All of creation comes into this pure adhesion, this pure connection. In fact, the still, vegetative, and animate levels of nature are already in such a perfect connection, and only the humans have this additional quality that makes us go out of balance with that. That additional quality is called the ego, or egoism. It's when we want to receive for our personal benefit at the expense of others and or nature. This is what makes humanity come out of balance with nature, precisely this quality. And it's precisely this quality that the wisdom of Kabbalah works on to correct. Correcting it means inverting our egoism, meaning our drive to want to receive benefit personally for myself, where I only think about my own personal benefit, and moreover that I do so on account of others and on account of nature. It works on inverting this quality, changing it, transforming it into its opposite, one which is aimed at loving, bestowing, positively connecting to others and to nature in its whole. And when it says that when we do so, we acquire what's called the revelation of the Creator, because the Creator is that quality of love, bestowal, and connection. The wisdom of Kabbalah says that the Creator only has a single thought, which is to benefit the created beings. And through the method of studying this method, we can acquire that quality upon ourselves. We can equalize with that quality, and when we equalize with it, it's called reaching both the purpose of Kabbalah studies, and it's also called reaching the purpose of creation. It's the purpose of creation because all humanity is headed in that direction, and one way or another, everyone's going to undergo that transformation. If we look at the way we're developing today and the transition that humanity is undergoing, we can already see many aspects of this transformation taking place. We won't get too deeply into that now, but the wisdom of Kabbalah simply lets us accelerate that process of development that we're already in, meaning that we can access nature's plan and program for us to develop toward reaching perfect completion and balance with itself. We can access the plan for that and apply it to ourselves consciously through our own free will, through our own free choice. And by doing so, we enter a much more positive and a much more harmonious, simply put, a much happier, more confident way of interacting with nature, because we're not in it as these unconscious parts that are trying to egoistically get by in all kinds of ways, and then finding ourselves suffering and getting the short end of the stick no matter which way we go, as it is in our lives currently. But rather we learn the altruistic ways of nature, and we learn how to balance ourselves with those. And that's the whole essence here of what we study. That's the whole essence of spirituality, that's the whole essence of the wisdom of Kabbalah, that it gains us access to that.